Hey guys, welcome to the next step in the anima grind. In the anima quests. I say anima grind because coming into its own. The worst step, most likely, well, the longest in the whole of this so far. Maybe it gets better in the next update. Probably not. Odysseas is concerned about the anima's growth. Why? It was growing really well. The anima's growth thus far is well beyond what I expected. By absorbing ether during our travels, it has matured enough to take on a form separate from the weapon, and even speak to Alex. No, I was doing you formal, so it's Alexander. To grow so quickly would have required a substantial amount of ether. However, the Soul Stone is not without its limits. As it continues to absorb ether and grow, I fear it may not bear the strain of further development. Ah, that is reason to worry. You're telling me after all the work I did, the anima could swell up like a bombard and burst? You better have a plan to fix it, cause I sure as hell's ain't starting over. And neither am I. Who exactly do you think you're talking to? This is my life's work. Short a time as that may be, of course I have a plan. If we can reinforce a soul stone and increase its capacity for etheric energies, it should remain stable. I will speak with Rowena and see to collecting what we require. You had me fooled when you was begging and pleading to see those Charlian books before. Good to know your incompetence is only for show. Well, seeing as you have everything under control, if you don't mind, I think I don't like this accent now. Run off to some tavern to get deep in your cups. Sadly, you haven't the time nor the coin for it. Not when you have a new weapon to make for our friend Alexander here. A new weapon? I'd just fit as fixing the one he has now. Why the hells do you need another? Just as we develop and change over time, it is only fitting the anima should as well. Or do you mean to tell me you were always such a gentleman, even as a child? It never ends, does it? Fine. If it'll help settle me debt with Rowena, you'll have your bleeding weapon. If we're attached to the Soul Stone to a new weapon, we're gonna need materials for conducting ether. That's where you come in, as it always is. I'll need you to go and fetch me some of that enchanted rubber, fast-drying carbon coat, fast-acting alkaline catalyst, and divine water. Aye, I don't know why he's got this accent all of a sudden. It shouldn't be a bit of a Welsh accent. It should be a drunkard. I know a lass in Mordona what sells him. Christina's her name. Like as not, you'll find her keeping a corner somewhere at the House of Splendors. That won't come cheap, but you're a resourceful sort. I'm sure you'll think of something. Yeah, sure. Quest accepted, apparently. Yeah. So, speak with Christina at Revenant's Toll. To Mordona! So long since I've been here. Well, it's not. If you go by these quests, it's actually not long at all. I talk out of my arms! Oh, that's a weird thought. Brings a shiver to me eye. Oh, it's a bit etheric. Okay. Oh, somewhere over here apparently. Alright, where are you hiding? In Rowena's House of Splendors. Oh, in this corner. A customer? A customer? You're a customer, aren't you? I mean, I realize this isn't a proper store, but I do have wares to sell. That is, if, you're willing to buy them. Have you come to buy my wares? Ether conductive materials? I think I have what you're looking for, but it won't come cheap. Truth be told, I won't get buyers for these items all that often. Liar! With this new quest, there'll be hundreds of people, if not thousands, asking you. But now that I have you, my new favorite customer, I'm sure to turn a profit. And then I can build a stall of my very own. But I don't want your gill. No, dealing with gills, much too messy. What with all the counting and sorting and finding a place to... bartering is much simpler, don't you think? There are a few things I'd be willing to trade for if you're interested. The goods requested by Christina can be obtained through various means, including dungeons, beast tribe quests, and crafting. Speak with other players and share information to discover how to find them. In your inventory, deliver the merchant goods to Gerolt. Oh god. So look, this is such a simple step. All I need to do is buy these, right? Right? So, let's just say Adamantite Francesca. That's selling for millions. Titanium alloy mirror, selling for millions. Dispelling arrows, millions. King's cake, millions. And you need 4 of each of them. I think it's like a million-ish to get 4 of one of them. And then you also need 20 unidentifiable bones. I have 2, which is a good start. 20 unidentifiable shells, 20 unidentifiable ores, and 20 unidentifiable seeds. Oh my god. You need all of that. So you need 20 of them, 20 of them, 20 of them, 20 of them. And 4 of the... Well, 4, 4, 4, and 4. So that's a lot. That's a lot of a lot of a lot. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, don't know why I did that, that there is someone here who does one of the exchanges. I know they're pretty much just like all over the place, but it's the main thing people are doing is running Alexander, like Alexander Gordius. Alright, so let's look. Is it this one? Ah, there we go. Unidentifiable bones and unidentifiable shells. Ah, I can afford a new one. So you can buy these 2 with Poetics, isn't it? Yeah, Tombstones of Poetics. There is also one for law, is it? It's Poetics and law. I don't have any law, but if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure that you can exchange. 2 seconds. I'm literally getting the list now. Okay, so unidentifiable bones can be bought for 680 Poetics, and you can get them from exchanging for the tokens with the Amaljar daily quests and the Vanu Vanu daily quests. Or you can get 1 per exchanging of 10 precision Gordian bolts from Alexander Gordius 1, or for 1,000 allied seals. The unidentifiable shell is 680 Poetics, an explosion, or 13 tokens from the Sahagan daily, and 18 from the Vanu Vanu, 10 precision Gordian lenses from A2, and from the Heavensward treasure maps. Unidentifiable ore. Don't know why I'm doing this here. Should go back over here so I can show you the stuff. Well, I pleased myself actually. If you look at the money I've got, I've made it to 1 million, which is like the most I've ever got. Okay. So, we've done that and that. Unidentifiable ore. You can exchange for 1 for 680 lore, or 13 tokens from the Cobalt Daily, 18 from the Vanu, or 10 precision Gordian Springs from A3 Alexander 3, or again the Heavensward treasure maps. And lastly, the unidentifiable seeds, and they said seals, again 680 lore, or 13 from the Sylph Daily, or 80 and 18 from the Vanu, and 10 precision Gordian shafts from Alexander 4, or A4, and A4 paper. And last one, our last way of getting it is 1,000 allied seals. So basically, the best way to get them is kind of through running. If I running the 4 of these over and 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 over, because also, oops, you also get the Tombstones of Lore from doing it, which helps towards the second two, which is the unidentifiable ore and unidentifiable seeds. Then after that, once you've got all of those ones, you need 4 of each of the other items. The Adamantite Francesca, Titanium Alloy Mirror, Dispelling Arrow, and King's Cake. The thing with those is the items needed to make those come from specialist crafts in Leatherworker, Armourer, Weaver, and Goldsmith. So you need, what is it? Pterodactyl Strap, Titanium Alloy Square, Blessed Fletchlings, and the Moogle Miniature, which you're also selling for a lot. And you need a crafter. If I remember correctly, specialized crafting of these is pretty much like the level 63 star kind of type of thing. But yeah, that's basically it. And I'm probably not going to have this quest, well, this video, released for quite a long time. So, you know what, for fun, let's see if I remember how to do this. Currently, it is the 31st of December, 2015. So, it's close enough to being the 1st of January, 2016. Let's see how long it takes me, because I'm not going to rush this. I know there's a lot of people who've already finished this, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to take it at my own pace, and we'll see how long it takes. So, for you, unless I split this video into 2 parts at this point, it's literally going to be in the second after I see you in a second that you will see it. For me, it'll be in 10 years from now. Anywho, I will see you in 1,000 years, or 1 second for you, once I collect all the items. See you soon. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back. Even though for you, it'll have been an instant thing. It is currently Tuesday, the 5th of April. And that is how long it's taken me to complete this. I say complete, but we're not quite done. I know I could have done this myself anyways, but because it's been such a long grind, and admittedly, I kind of didn't do anything, and then for the past, 2 weeks, I'd say, I've been going at this, non-stop. So, first things first, we don't need to do this, well, I need to do this to continue, But okay. Hello, Luna. Let us exchange. We have 18 of those. So let's just exchange for one more. Now we have 19. I'm so glad to be done with this. It was, oh god, just so much grinding and grinding and grinding. It was too much. Too much for this one soul. And I thought, rather than getting these and continuing, I wanted to actually get them in the recording, because this is a big thing. Admittedly, I think it did take the next stage of this being unlocked for us to get the push to go, alright, I need to finish this. But here it is, the very last. 2020. Now let's go back to Mordona for what's most likely going to be a really long wait on the loading screen. Because it always is. Oh wow, that was almost instant. Maybe because I was just over here. So now we have everything. As you can see. 20 of that, 20 of that, 20 of that, 20 of that. 4 of that, 4 of that, 4 of that, 4 of that. And I actually still have some money left, which is amazing. Alright then, let's do this. Anima Weapon materials. Enchanted rubber. Boom, boom. Fast drying carbon coat. Boom, boom. Divine water. Boom, boom. And fast acting algan catalyst. Boom, boom. And we are done! Let's get back to Azizla and get ourselves an Anima Weapon. Abalathia's spine, Azizla. Save myself 2 seconds. I'm going to fly here. With it in your inventory, not equipped. So, the ironic thing about today was that I also got my Hailstorm Grimoire, my 230 eye level weapon, the same day. So that's quite ironic. Today being the first possible day you could get it. Alright, let's finish this thing. Get everything we need? Good, hand it over. Weapon 2. Odysseas ready to work on the Soul Stone, and he won't shut up about it. At least now it'll be over. Ah, I had there for so little time. Enchanted rubber. A variety of pliable rubber imbued with arcane magics to improve ethereal conductivity. Fast drying carbon coat. Born of algan ingenuity, this etherochemical concoction is said to rapidly increase a gem's hardness. Divine water. Water believed to be blessed by the 12, used to exorcise powerful demons from worldly items. Oh god, that's a long one. Fast acting algan catalyst. Dubbed a god in the machine by those who first discovered it. Modern scholars have yet to discover not only what this catalytic agent contains, but exactly how it functions, understanding only that the substance is required to quickly strengthen the properties of certain materials. Hand over. Good on you, lads! Now then, let us make a weapon, eh? The Dragonomicon complete. Are we gonna see our little anima friend? Bang bang bing bing. Clink 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 clink. It was 3, not 2. Oh, can't say I've ever forged something quite so extraordinary. A weapon fit for your growing anima. Nay, something more than that. Ah, it does look cool. I like how it is still a 2D model there, though. A beauty worthy of ballads, Draconomicon. The gods themselves would be jealous of a tome so fine. Does look pretty cool, though. Gotta see it. Ooh, a unique tune. Woohoo! There's our elemental spirit. And they've just lost interest now. There, more evidence that no one else can see. Him/her. It. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Well, wait till Rowena takes a gander at this. We keep this up, and she'll be giving me notes of promise. To be honest, I once questioned what use I had for a drunkard with a hammer, but you have proven yourself to be quite the competent blacksmith when you're sober. Alexander, I am at a loss as to how to express my thanks. You looked danger in the eye, unflinching, risking life and limb to help me. I hope someday I can repay your kindness. Sure, he carries it around a bit, but I made the damn thing. Don't I deserve a little more than left-handed compliments? Bugger off. Took me a lot of work to get those things. What? The anima manifested again? When? Like 2 seconds ago. But I didn't see anything. Are you certain? Why is it that only you are able to see the anima when it chooses to present itself? Oh, maybe it's got no interest in the likes of you. I suppose the anima is not yet strong enough. Perhaps one day, after it has fully matured, we too will be able to behold its wonders. This calls to mind, Thavnarian literature on the Zodiac Braves, legendary heroes who wielded arms of unparalleled strength. But soon they will tell tales of a new legend, of you and your Anima Weapon. Now, don't be getting ahead of yourself, lad. There's no denying it's a beauty, but there's still room for improvement. You just said yourself the anima ain't fully matured yet. I do not need you to remind me of such things. I have kept a rather comprehensive account of everything we have done thus far. With all the data I have collected, it's only a matter of time before the next step in fostering the anima is clear. Which reminds me, Alexander, if you would care to read over my notes on our work, you are more than welcome to pore over them at your leisure. They are on the table just over there. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, that's the way, lads. Every step that brings us closer to finishing this bleeding weapon brings me a step closer to life free from debt and that Gerolt swindling wench Rowena. Ba 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 ba. Your weapon has been forged anew. The Anima's strength blossoms. Anima Crossing. Ha, that's a very funny joke. Well done. The Draconomicon. Ooh. Almandacagala, the Draconomicon. Ah, Animaniac. So we have an Anima Weapon, which is by all accounts worse than the standard weapons, but still. It still looks so cool. I'm so happy to finally get it. And as you may have saw there, already the next step awaits, finding your voice. But that is for next time, and now is for now. So thanks for watching, everyone. That was a very long time it took. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Since I nearly forgot, let's have a quick look at Odysseas' journal. As I ended it and I was like, oh wait, yes, the journal. The study of anima. The creation of artificial life, such as that seen in arcane golems, has always been a fascinating subject. Yet there is something missing from these crude automata. Yeah, that was the correct way of saying it. A soul. While the soul is perhaps inimitable, my master and I were working on a way to improve these mindless drones. The soul houses the psyche and makes us who we are. Practitioners of the arcane are able to channel ether from within themselves into soul stones, creating a quasi-soul that can animate golems. The residual imprint of the channeler's psyche, however, robs the being of individuality. Unable to manipulate their own bodily ether, an infusion of pure ether was the logical choice. The ramifications of this could, in fact, revolutionize automata. Without a residual psyche to hinder their self-awareness, they could think, they could learn. The possibilities are endless. Our goal was to harness the power of anima, the force used to traverse the life stream via etherites. Yet, try as we might, our experiments bore no fruit. Master deemed the project a failure and turned to other endeavours. But we were so close, I could not simply give up. My last hope lay with the Charlians and their knowledge of arcane sentries. Voice went weird there. Which led me to Eorzea. I came to speak with Mistress Rowena, but also encountered both the realm's most surly drunk and its finest blacksmith. Sadly, they were one and the same. After needlessly berating my plan to base new trials on Charlian theory, this Gerolt fellow proposed an ingenious idea, binding the ether-infused soul stone with a weapon in order to preserve the anima. This could not only stop the anima from deteriorating, but give it practical applications as well. This assumes his idea works, of course, but it is too intriguing to dismiss. In a stroke of good fortune, Alexander, a reputable adventurer of this land, has agreed to assist with testing. Enthused by the prospect of this anima weapon, Rowena has arranged to have us work in Azisla, the fabled seat of Alakan technology. I wonder how one wields such clout as to make these plans on a whim, but I suppose it does not matter. As long as my master's dream will be a reality. The anima weapon. Geralt's plan actually works! The anima now resides in the weapon, and its etheric energies remain stable. It is almost baffling that such a drunkard of a blacksmith achieved what my master and I could not. Now, it is up to Alexander to foster its development. Gerolt believes the best way is through battle, and considering the anima's current form, I'm inclined to agree. Guided by his courage and resolve, I imagine it will absorb a great deal of ether from him in combat. The key to growth, however, will be the lack of an initial imprint from another psyche. With no such overbearing influence, the anima's growth should be more organic. The anima is free to interpret its wielder's will, much like a child would its parents. In the end, it will be a reflection of Alexander's soul, and yet still unique unto itself. I look forward to seeing the results of our testing. Awakening the anima. Alexander set out to journey across Eorzea, revisiting the battlefields of his past to show the anima what it means to be an adventurer. Of course, it was only natural that I would accompany him, having finally succeeded so many failed attempts. What sort of researcher would I be if I let this test go unsupervised? The scenery of each location was more breathtaking than the last. If not for my pens and papers, I would have forgotten the purpose of this journey was research. But the lack of activity in the anima was disheartening. I was beginning to think we would need to create another and start anew. That is, however, until we returned to Ishgard and Alexander relayed to me startling news. The anima had taken on a physical form. To put it simply, the anima drew on ether in the surrounding environment to create a body separate from the weapon housing the soul stone. It even went so far as to emit sounds, as if trying to communicate, according to Alexander's recounting. The noises were unintelligible, but I believe it is safe to assume the anima is quickened and is gaining a sense of self-awareness. The rate of growth is much faster than I anticipated. There is no telling what the anima will be capable of next. And finally, for now, we're forging the Anima Weapon. The anima has developed quite nicely thus far, exuding an aura that practically bursts from within the weapon. However, I feared at its current pace, this would be more than a mere manner of expression. The soul stone serving as its vessel, and the weapon in which it was encased, were not without their limits. Something had to be done to ensure the anima's longevity. Bolstering the soul stone's capacity for ether was not difficult, but the weapon Alexander wielded would not bide the strain. That is why I asked Gerolt to forge a new weapon. Though I sometimes loathe the company of the ale-washed Jolthead, his prowess with a blacksmith's hammer is undeniable. His briskness was made slightly more tolerable by the look of exasperation that swept across his face upon my request. I took some pleasure in the fact that he could not deny me, even if he had wanted. My only regret was the burden this placed on Alexander, and good God, was that a burden! Gerolt insisted he set out and gather several unusual materials for his work. I know not how he obtained them, but the look of utter exhaustion on his face upon returning spoke volumes. I was tempted to ask, but soon thought better of it. It did not seem fitting to have him recount such an obviously taxing journey so soon after returning. Thankfully, his efforts were not wasted in the slightest. Gerolt's new work was a true masterpiece. Even from a glance, it exuded a certain air of majesty you would not expect of something made for battle. I suspect even the anima, with its newly found self-awareness, could appreciate such an elegant form. In the end, the anima's rapid growth and the precautions taken to preserve it were for the best, and if not for Alexander and Gerolt, I would likely still be in a dreary, dusty study, poring over Sharlayan tomes. And for now, I'm guessing until we complete the next step, that is, as I whack the pop filter, everything that we have. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, bye bye!